But 96% of all life vanished. This is the Triassic. The Earth emerged, scarred, a desolate Pangea supercontinent. Temperatures soared, creating extreme, volatile climates globally. Recovery began slowly, driven by hardy, small creatures. The survivors were often synapsids, distant relatives of mammals. This early recovery phase defined the early Triassic epoch. Now that we understand the post-apocalypse setting, let's explore new evolutionary pressures. Marine environments also began their difficult, slow resurgence. Their early seed plants provided the foundation for future terrestrial food webs. These resilient flora were the first to conquer the drier inland areas. Geological evidence from this time shows massive sediment deposition cycles. But the age of giant amphibians finally waned, making space for reptiles. Reptiles held the key, the amniotic egg, allowing inland colonization. This reproductive freedom was crucial for expansion across Pangea. But desiccation resistance became a primary evolutionary filter for all life. The Middle Triassic saw increased geological activity and mountain building. Within the reptiles, a specialized group began to take center stage. These were the Archosaurs, the ruling reptiles of the coming eras. Skeletal differences appeared, particularly in the ankle and hip structure. Dietary shifts favored sharper teeth designed for efficient meat processing. But the ecosystem stabilized enough to support diverse, competitive carnivores. The true giants of the Mesozoic were not yet present, but precursors loomed. Life remained opportunistic, relying heavily on bursts of energy. Insects thrived, providing essential protein for the evolving reptiles. The constant winds shaped the arid interior, influencing plant structure. The first true conifers evolved, offering better shade and stature. This created new niches, dividing terrestrial life into distinct zones. We study their existence through the petrified remains they left behind. The sexual selection began to influence morphology, even in these early forms. The hints of social structure appeared, perhaps for cooperative hunting or defense. Now that we understand the rise of the Archosaurs, we approach the late Triassic. The second half of the Triassic was defined by massive volcanic outpourings. But these eruptions poisoned the atmosphere, stressing life once more. Carbon dioxide spikes led to rapid, dramatic global warming events. Many established groups struggled to tolerate these drastic environmental shifts. But the Archosaurs, specifically the Dinosauria branch, adapted rapidly. Bipedalism increased efficiency, crucial for navigating the stressed landscape. Their feet evolved to land directly beneath the body's center of gravity. They began to outcompete the older, sprawling reptile lineages decisively. The fully perforated hip socket allowed for enormous muscular attachment. But the late Triassic marks the unmistakable age of dinosaurs beginning. Uneven herbivorous forms showed unique adaptations for browsing height. Pack hunting strategies likely evolved in smaller carnivorous dinosaurs. Some dinosaurs experimented with filaments, perhaps for insulation or display. But Pangea started its slow, inexorable process of rifting apart. This rifting caused sea levels to rise, flooding continental interiors. These new swampy environments favored specialized archosaurs that could swim. Semi-aquatic crocodilian relatives, the phytosaurs, dominated these waters. The stage was set for the ultimate confrontation between these two archosaur groups. The evolutionary race was on land versus river dominance. The dinosaurs' superior stance gave them the crucial edge on solid ground. They moved with an energy level unseen in the previous reptilian groups. Their footprints tell the story of their relentless advance across Pangea. By the very end of the Triassic, the first true giants were appearing. An adaptation wasn't just size, it was metabolic specialization evolving slowly. The Triassic concluded, leaving behind a world dominated by dinosaurs. And the stage was set for 150 million years of incredible Mesozoic dominance. From near extinction, life rebounded through evolutionary innovation. The Triassic period reminds us that extinction clears the path for the unexpected. But this was the dawn, the foundation upon which the giants were built.